And did you see Amir Khan's return? I didn't.
I seen it.
What did you think of his return?
I mean, I thought he was impressive, but at the same time, I thought he fought a guy that basically was tailor-made for him. The guy had one of those fake build-up records, and but he couldn't really fight. And the guy was slow as surf, and so he was perfect. He was perfect for Amir Khan to make Amir Khan look like he's back and he's a beast. But really, he beat nobody.
Some people are saying even though the guy in that fight, he's a lighter puncher, Khan still caught some clean left hands. Did you notice him getting caught a little bit in the fight?
Well, I mean, to be honest, the fight was so one-sided that I really wasn't watching. I wasn't really paying real attention to it because, Amir Khan he just showed he had blazing hand speed and, he was catching the guy whatever he wanted to catch him with. So it was one of those type of fights that it wasn't really, a fight you could judge him coming back. Because the guy wasn't nothing.
Now, Danny Garcia, the guy who upset Khan, he's fighting Zab Judah. What do you think of that fight?
I think that should be a very good fight. Very good fight. I think Zab has a chance early, but the old Zab has to show up. The Zab that puts the hurt on you, you keep that in your mind. But the Zab Judah that fought Amir Khan has no chance at all because he can't sit back and allow this Garcia to get the ball rolling because he's one of those guys that once the ball starts rolling it's going to be tough to stop him.
And say Khan wins another fight in April and Garcia wins and they fight end of 2013, how would you assess that fight? What does Khan have to do differently in a rematch with Garcia?
Well, first of all, he can't get caught by the hooks. But hopefully, with working with Virgil Hunter, maybe his defense will get a little better. But even with his defense getting a little better, doesn't mean that he's not gonna get touched. And at the end of the day, the price here will be if he can take it. Because he's going to get hit. So it's just a matter of if he can take it. So the verdict's still, it's still out. He hasn't done anything to prove that he's back. Right. All he did was he got a new trainer and praised that trainer. The same thing he did for Freddie. So, it's just one of those things that the guy that's jumped ship and went to somebody else, and now he talks down about Freddie, who also he thought was the greatest trainer in the world. Yeah. I do think that Virgil is a much better trainer than Freddie because he probably can teach him defense, but at the same time, all the praise is being given too early.
Okay.
Because they haven't even worked long enough together for him to even make that many changes.
And Freddie Roach, speaking of him, he had a tough year last year. Chavez lost, Amir Khan, and finally Pacquiao got knocked out. What do you think of just kind of his bad run of luck with fighting?
Well, it happens. It's part of boxing. It's one of those things. You become a hot trainer, then everybody comes to you, and then once everybody starts losing, you're not hot anymore.
Yeah.
And that's just the case. And with Freddie, one Achilles heel that he's always had was that he can't teach defense. And none of his guys had defense. Pacquiao was just so overbearing with his offense that it never really got a chance to show itself until this time. It happened in every Marquez fight, but still, the right guy just never got the break that he deserved.